It's Nick here for Into Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined by Caoimhin Agyarko. First of all, Caoimhin, how are we?
I'm good, thanks. Buzzing to be back in camp, training hard and looking forward to fighting again.
We'll come on to yourself in a minute. We'll just get the reaction from the Liam Smith fight, now stablemate with yourself. Talk us through his performance, and obviously a bit of a bizarre ending.
Bizarre ending, you can't really take much off Liam's performance there. I think he was looking sharp off the jab, jab head, jab body in the first couple of rounds. And I feel bad for Liam because I've seen how hard he's trained, and I know he wanted to, in front of his home crowd, I know he wanted to go out there and put a real good performance on and show that he is still at world level and he's ready for world title. So I feel a bit bad for him, that kind of stunk the place out there, but bizarre ending.
Yeah, I know obviously he looks a bit frustrated at the end now, and I'm sure obviously, like you say, he wanted to put on that statement performance, but at the end of the day a win is a win, and he's got the win and he takes that W forward. What would you like to see Liam do next?
World title. I think he deserves it, do you know what I mean? He's ranked in with 3 or 4 of the governing bodies in the top 5, so I think he deserves a world title next, do you know what I mean? Whether if Charlo beats Zoo and Liam stays at light middle, I think Charlo will move up, so the belts are going to scatter. So he's in a great position to fight for one of them. Do you know what I mean? So I think he deserves a world title. If not world title, Eubank if he comes through the Benn fight. But I think Liam he wants a world title or a big fight. Do you know what I mean?
Matt, I'll ask you now. Whilst you mentioned Chris Eubank Jr.'s name and the Conor Benn fight, how do you see that fight going?
It's a tough one. I think there's challenges for both of them. I think Conor Benn's definitely got the power to trouble Eubank. Whether Eubank says it's going to be too much for Ben, I don't know. I'm not too sure on the weight restrictions and what's going on there, but I think Conor Benn wins. I'd like to see him win, and I think it would be massive if he did pull it off. So I'm going to be supporting Conor in that fight, and I hope he pulls it off.
Do you reckon if Conor does win that fight, he may stay at like sort of around 154, and potentially could Liam Smith and Conor Benn get it on?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I think so. But put me in the mix as well. I'm ranked with the WBA. I know Conor's got a good ranking with the WBA, so if he's staying at 154, I'm about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Conor's could be in some big fights. The Liam Smith fight. There's other fights there for him, but I'm not too sure what he's going to do. Whether he's going to stay at 154 if he comes through this, or if he'll go back down to 147.
Let's get on to yourself. Last time out on the Derek Chisora undercard in London. You've since changed training teams since then. Just talk us through how that came about.
Yeah, I kind of had made the decision halfway through camp that I was going to leave. I didn't tell nobody. Had a chat with my coaches after and told them how I felt, and we left on good terms. And yeah, then I obviously had a couple of options, sat down with my team, and then after the fight I come back from holiday, sat down with my team, and Joe was the number 1 coach on my list to come up and try, and thankfully we hit things off right away. We gelled straight away. First day in the gym we gelled straight away, and I'm loving it up here. Yeah, it's unreal.
When do you want to be out next?
October, hopefully October. My team's working on something. STN and Paul Radio working on a date for October, start of November. So I'm just going to be perm for that. That's what I've been told. And yeah, I'm just waiting for confirmation.
Is there any potential sort of names that have been in the hat, or is there anyone that you potentially look at and you go, do you know what, wouldn't mind that fight?
I don't look at anyone in the division, say I want him. And I keep saying this in interviews, say I'm not one for calling out names. I'll fight whoever's put in front of me. I'll let my team deal with that. But everyone keeps on saying, when am I going to call someone out? So whoever wants it, listen, I'd love an all-Irish dust-up. Do you know what I mean? Spike O'Sullivan, Jason Quigley, Luke Keeler. I keep saying these names. Troy Williamson, if it makes sense, for the European title. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a domestic fighter. I don't want a British title. Who else is there? Do you know what I mean? Whoever wants it. I'm a fighting man. I'll fight whoever wants to fight. I'm ready to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? So they get me worked up here. I'm gonna start calling out names now. Kugan Cassius can get it. But yeah, no, I'm ready for it.
Have you got any
You Black Thunder?
Come on in, Kugan. Come on in.
I'm not getting in there with him. Fuck you, Caoimhin.
Kugan was the one that says I need to start calling names out. Whoever wants it, I don't care.
Who? Stop being a pussy. Who are you calling out? Stop going whoever wants it. That literally covers about 50 people in the weight.
Who do you want me to fight?
No, it's not who I wanted to fight. Forget that. Who do you want to fight? I know there's someone.
Who would you? No, there isn't. Who would you like?
Right, tell me the top 3 people in your weight. Let's go.
In the world, or
In the UK, come on, don't fucking walk before you can run. No, don't run before you can walk.
Liam Smith, JJ Metcalf, Troy Williamson. Two of them.
Liam Smith just fought. Why did you fucking call him out?
Because he trains with me.
Oh God, any excuse, isn't it? Well, Troy Williamson. What?
For a European title makes sense.
Okay, so he's calling out. What's your channel, by the way?
Into boxing.
Oh, fucking hell, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. Well, we'll call out Troy Williamson then. What?
It's not about. I'm not calling out Troy Williamson. If it makes sense, European title, whoever.
Every boxer, if it makes sense, if my teams agree, all this shit, right? If you want to fight him, call him out. Simple.
I'll fight anyone. I'll fight you. I'll fight King Kong. I'll fight AJ in the morning.
You know.
Do you know what it is? It's down.
You've been pro too long for this shit now. Caoimhin, come on. How long have you been pro?
Spike O'Sullivan.
6 years?
4 years. We had this discussion.
I thought it was 6.
4 years. Spike O'Sullivan, Jason Quigley, Luke Keeler. They're the names I want. Belfast, all Irish dust up.
Keeler's a good fight.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So if that can be made, that's who I want. There's a bit of waffling going on there, but yeah, that's what I want. I want a meaningful fight. I need a meaningful fight to kind of push me on to that next level, and European title before the end of next year. That's my goal. That's my target. I'm in top 10 with the WBA at middleweight and light middle, so I want to push on.
Well, that was probably my best interview ever because that got wild. And Caoimhin versus Kugan Cassius, I'm calling it now.
Kugan can get. Listen, you got YouTubers coming into the game, so fucking media people can come into the game. Kugan Cassius can get it.
Caoimhin Agyarko, thank you very much for giving Into Boxing some of your time tonight, and we wish you all the very best in the future.
Thanks for having me.